Where'd that go?
Coming to you from Texas, it is Brian, aka Texas Treasures, and Clay. Clay Can. I guess he's dropped his Clay's Closet.
Kind of for now. Not dropped it, but
It's not the priority. I get it. I get it.
Hi, Val. What are you up to today, Val? Valley face.
Right. She's clapping. We've got a question mark. Checking back in a bit. Today's topics.
How do you do that?
I know we're a little early today. Bolo Buzz, which I haven't even looked at, but I'll find something.
Yeah.
Number 2 is the big one. How has the virus changed how you resell? Like, I want to talk about that. That's like the main focus I want to talk about. And number 3, a little mini celebration. I hit 600.
That's big, yeah. That makes it seem like 1,000's much closer now.
Well, they're slowly. I'm getting a few a day now, and it's not like I'm uploading. I'm just doing these lives. But I would say the thing I'm changing is I'm putting these videos on our little reseller page, which is growing slowly but surely. And I'm also posting on Instagram, and I'm following resellers on there. So I think that might be helping a little bit. I don't know. Danica's in the house. She got some auction fever. What kind of auction? Storage unit auction?
I think she means.
Oh yeah, that's number 4. Here, let me add that to the.
She's doing auction. You know.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Oh, and I did. Oh, this isn't on here, but I helped Andrew yesterday. He bought his first storage unit, and he didn't know how to handle it at all. And I get it when you first start. So he asked if I could go out there yesterday afternoon, which is why we didn't do a show. We drove out to Fort Worth, and he had a 10 by 10 unit. And so basically the way I do it, and I'm not like I'm all expert. I think I've done 6. I sort them. I do a rough sort. Things I think I'm going to keep, things I'm going to donate, and items that are just trash, right? You do that rough sort. You don't want to get caught up in looking all your items up there, because your whole goal is to get that unit cleaned out ASAP so you can get your cleaning deposit back, and you can do your looking up from home. So he went out there because he just didn't know how to handle it. And so we did that, and it's going to be a decent unit for him. He paid $80.
Yeah, I saw the chat. Yeah.
He had an Ashley's sectional couch in there in good condition. Just need a little cleaning. And he's got someone buying that for $100 today on a local marketplace. So he's going to be delivering that this afternoon.
Does he have a truck or something, or what?
Yeah, they have a truck because his brother and him also do yards. Like, they're little entrepreneurs.
That's right, Benny.
Yeah, they do our yard.
A truck. That alone is huge.
Dang, Bruce, what do you mean you're in your fridge keeping cool? I jumped into my pool. I do that now, like in the garage, because it's been kind of cooler, but it still gets stuck in here, man. I got hot earlier, so I jumped in the pool, and the water is actually a little cold. It felt so good.
The rain, yeah.
And I walked in here dripping wet, and I'm just kind of air drying with my fan on, and it feels good. So anyway, yeah, he had there's a Nerf gun in there. There was a football helmet, which is good. I've sold football helmets for good money in the past. Speaking of helmets,
I'll be right back.
What else? He had some athletic shoes. There was some softball. There's a couple of softball bats, an Easton, and I taught him how to look up the model numbers on those. He had a catcher's glove, which was in good condition. That can go for a little bit of money. Another regular infielder's glove. Some cleats, some catcher's gear, and there was kitchenware, there was books. I mean, all the stuff you normally find in the storage unit. So I told him he'll probably make, from what I saw, at least 500, maybe a little bit more. That's not bad.
Really good. That's the kind that I'd take. You know, like
they're out there. They're all out there. They're easy.
It's on my list to look since Justin said to look. You know, but I think. Don't know if I will this week, actually, you know, because I got other crap. So I don't need to make a pile that's manageable.
Yeah, your number one goal, in my opinion, I got to be a little stricter here because
it's kill off the death pile.
Your donut box list is killing, man. You got to get it listed, man. You got to kill it.
Oh, I know.
So you can do the storage units or whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
But I mean, but back to Andrew, like at his age, 19, 20, you know, to be able to take 80 and turn that to $500-$600. I mean, that's a lot better than flipping burgers for 2 weeks, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I encourage that. Sure. You want to come on? That's fine. Yep. Let me see.
Oh, Skit's nice. Y'all gotta watch him on Instagram. He does these funny little, like I told you, funny little videos.
Yeah, it's on my tabs.
On the ID.
There is the link. And so topic number 2. All right, let me find my Bolo Buzz. Let's see what sold for good money real quick. I had another good day of shipping. Probably had, I don't know, 20, 25 orders go out today.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm mailing 2 things, but hey, I'll take it. Because on eBay, I'm not sending a lot of offers right now because I'm already running a weird 26% sale. And then I've gotten a few offers, and some people want stuff almost half off. And I'm like, sorry, I'd rather, no, that's not where I'm at right now. Just no.
Well, here's the funny thing. It depends on where you put your price point, because my Bolo was a half off sell.
Yeah.
So to contradict you, but I priced it really high to begin with.
Yeah.
I'm playing that game because eBay rewards you in the search algorithm for having
sales. Yeah.
So you got to play the game, man. And Chris was talking about this too. Let's see. Oh, that's not it. Here it is. So this was from a storage unit. Speaking of storage unit, I think I'm down to 2. I had about 10 of these. These are rare, and people have been buying these up. And I've sold some at that higher end, that $99.99. And I sold a lot at 60 or 70. This one sold for 50 plus shipping. So I probably made about 45 or 50 on it with shipping. It's a mule style trainer, and you won't see any like these on the market. So it's a new dead stock. And that came from a storage unit. That was my NAC unit that had all the headbands, had all the shoes, and I've sold probably 2/3 of the shoes and probably about maybe half of the headbands. So storage units can be good. That was a gold mine. That's my best storage unit ever. That one paid $100. I probably made, I would say, probably $5,000 on that unit. Now, not all at once. I mean, we did that back in January, I think, over the past 6 months.
Yeah.
Just like a steady milk cow.
Is he in the waiting room?
Oh, there he is. Yeah. All right. Welcome, Mr. Skit's Underpants Show. You there?
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
Coming in loud and clear. How are you doing?
Loud and clear. Is my voice understandable? That's the first thing we need to understand.
Yeah.
Because my language is like I speak English, obviously, because I'm from England, but who wouldn't speak English? But I also, my language is a dialect.
Oh, okay.
No, it's awesome. Wow.
It's like a dialect, like Gaelic, almost. So,
okay.
As you understand by the skits.
No, I can understand. Like when I watch you on Instagram or YouTube, I can understand you.
Oh yeah, we got you. And your accent
is Jay on at the same time, so we have our 2.
Gotcha.
Jay, his accent is better than yours. You've been replaced.
Do you know what? I speak better English than myself, so I'm quite proud of that.
That's good, man.
It's any. Do you know what, Clay? I've got to say. Do you know what? What you've been doing on your Instagram is like achievements per day is inspirational.
Oh, on mine?
Because every little achievement you do each day is another nugget for the next day.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, that's the thing about Clay. He's. I was talking to Claudia about that, like how he's very open and honest and vulnerable.
I have so many crappy days.
I love that.
Or crappy
fuck.
And so many bad moments. That's the problem. I let one bad moment then like spiral into a big black hole, you know. So that's my problem.
Do you know what? Can I just say to you? I understand what you're saying when you get your bad moments, you diss yourself. Do you know what I do when I diss myself? I skip myself. So when you see my skits, I am taking a total piss at myself. I understand where you come from, bro.
Yeah.
So I'll skip myself. So this is where the skits comes from.
Oh, and I get it. Yeah. Yeah, we all beat ourselves up.
Yes, yeah. And so why not? What's the better way to beat yourself up by taking a piss at yourself 100%? Because when you get haters, and I love this to fuck, any haters come on my page and hate me, they're only making me better because I'm in this realm of when I get a hater.
Yeah.
I like it.
I get it. Yeah, then you feed.
I don't give a shit because you got to realize to produce content at a scale, at a different scale, like not reselling, buying, this is what I bought, this is what I sold, this is what I sold.
Yeah.
You know, taking the piss out of yourself 100%, then that's when you get a different realm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the point is, I haven't got a lot of the haters, like messages, like shitty messages. But if I get shitty messages, I'll take a skit of that shitty message and I'll publish it, doing the skitty message out of the shit, because you're giving me information to do skits. You're pumping my fuel to the fire.
That's clever. That's
it's like, you know what I mean? But I've only got two this year. Honestly, I've got like two shitty mails, so it's not feasible. It's really shitty mail. Yeah. And I won't be like a shitty mail. I don't mean it in any disrespect.
Yeah.
Because point blank, I love everyone in the world, and you know, it's just full stop. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I can tell. Like,
but if you start to mess
with your stuff. Yeah,
people start messaging you.
A good time, and now it makes sense when you're down.
Yes, you're all getting noticed.
Yeah,
on a scale. I've noticed you have to be a bit controversial.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. You're not that controversial, I don't think so. You know,
you have to be.
Yeah, stir it up a little bit.
I don't brag myself on controversial. I brag myself on the most craziest person you probably met.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
And I hope to think so, because if you look at the algorithms, you know.
Yeah.
I like that. So
I like that. That's good. Yeah. It's like journaling, except yours is a video. You know, basically.
Hi.
Do you know what's interesting as well? Do you know why I've done right? Do you know why I've done these crazy stuff in the last 3 months? Right? Because do you know what? Do you know since lockdown? This is the genius part, I think. My entire lockdown, I've started to do skits. I have vlogged what I've done since lockdown. So if you look back at my skits, that's what I have done since the entire lockdown.
Okay.
It's just been crazy, done skits, and then what I'm going to do is do like a remix, like an edit, and get someone to edit it and put them all in the compilation and say, this is what I done during the COVID-19 lockdown. What did you do?
Yeah. I like that. Yeah, what do you do? And
So the whole of my YouTube page, my Instagram page is eventually going to be like edited into one channel skits. I'm going to get someone to do it, or I'll do it, or something, and they'll be like, what did you do during the coronavirus lockdown? This is what I done. I just do skits all day long. And TikTok is huge.
Yeah, I thought about getting on that to do that, just to put the same videos that I'm doing on there, because Emily Conway, if you know who that is, she's on YouTube. And
yes,
she's and she was like, put that on TikTok. I just got to buy this app or something so that I can put my long videos on there, or something. It bypasses it.
Clay, I'm telling you this, you've got that you've got that personality, the realm of to make it on TikTok. I am each day on TikTok. I've only been doing it 3 months, and already I've got 500 subscribers on my TikTok. By the end of the year, I'm going to get 2,000 TikTok followers.
It's not bad, I don't think. Yeah, because unless you hit a viral thing, like on any of these,
do you know what I'm going to do with that? I'm going to give back. This is the problem.
Yeah,
I'm going to give back. I'm going to give free giveaways. But hopefully.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I like that.
You see to build this shit up, don't you?
Well, hey guys, everybody watching, I'm getting off, even though I've only been on a few minutes, because there's a girl who's running for Dallas ISD school board. And she went to the college I did, and we messaged, and she wants to have a chat with me and another teacher, Miss Huffman, Brian. And we're going to try to help her get elected, because the person running against her is supported by this awful incumbent, Miguel Solis, who used to kiss the ass of this former superintendent, Mike Miles, who truly was a dictator. Like, that's the short version. So I'm going to go jump on this Google Meet or something, whatever it's scheduled.
Let me know what you found out.
Yeah, I will. And I'll keep the video going on silent.
All right, man.
Okay, see you, Skits. Come on.
All right, see you later, Clay.
See you guys.
Yeah. All right, man.
Clay, legend. See you later, pal.
All right, Lisa. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, Scott's a really good guy. He's got a lot of knowledge, and we talk pretty much every day. So glad you could stop by the show. Hey, Mike, how's it going? Nikki's here.
I can't see the chat properly. I need to get jam on me for flipping hustles. Is that? Yeah, that's the keys. Yeah. Do you know what? Flipping goodies. I like watching them when I'm in my shop, when I'm chilling out, packing stuff up.
Yeah.
I should comment on this stuff, to be honest. I'm sorry if I don't. Which I know you should always comment on people's on people's.
Anytime I watch a video,
you need to do. You do, guys. You do really need to do. I should practice what I preach, and I should comment on a lot of people's channels, especially flipping goodies. I do watch it because I pack a lot of military stuff. I buy and sell military.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like doing.
You like to sell what? Say it again.
Militaria.
Oh, like military collectibles?
Yeah, like werewolf, German stuff. I don't want to. I'll sell German stuff, World War II. I used to deal in deactivated weapons, but I don't deal in that no more.
Right. Yeah, that's a really cool niche to sell in.
It's a niche. It's like, yeah. I mean, I like to deal in the niche markets.
Right. Yeah, that's a good niche to sell in. I can have a little bit of that in some of the auctions I've bought. Hi, Brittany Brands. Glad you could stop by. BB in the house. So I guess the main thing I wanted to talk about was topic number 2. How has the virus changed how you resell? Clay and I were talking about that because, like, I used to sell primarily shoes, and
okay,
like right now here in Texas, the COVID-19 cases are spiking up because there's honestly there's too many ignorant people that go out, they don't wear the mask, they don't social distance, they're just kind of reckless, and our numbers are going up, the hospitalizations are going up, and I don't feel safe to regularly go out to thrift stores like I used to. So I think I use this time to kind of change and adapt. So what I've been doing is focusing, like I go on Daily Refinement, his Patreon call, and he's always saying this: you should be reselling, but you should also be spending time trying to reach out to wholesalers or develop connections to make your reselling easier. So I've gone into more wholesale items where I don't have to go out in stores, and I've been doing like storage units and online auctions where you don't really have to come into contact with a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it's been working well for me. Like I've been telling Clay, like I've barely got anything listed this week because I've had so many orders I've had to ship out. So I'm just kind of curious.
That's interesting now.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious how everyone out there, like, how have you changed, or have you changed the way you resell or the way you source? Has your business model changed during this time period or moving forward? Because I used to, like selling shoes.
You know, that's interesting. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just saying I would go to 10 to 12 thrift stores in a day and just load up on goods, especially shoes, which are one of my favorite things to sell. They sell for good money and it's easy to find them, but like I just don't feel safe doing that. Hey Nikki, I'm doing well. How are you doing? Nikki's up in the Seattle area, I believe.
Nikki Picky. Nikki Picky Thrift. Legend.
Yeah, Scott is a good guy. Scott's killing it on Amazon. He's selling a lot of well, I don't want to go into what he's selling because I don't know if he wants people to know, but he's doing really well there.
But you know what I've been concentrating on lately is my own happiness. Just my own happiness. Yeah, just my own happiness. Because, you know, it's just, the end of the day is like you can buy and sell, but it's what about your own happiness? What you need to be happy every day. If you wake up happy every day, then you're sorted.
No, that's good.
But if you wake up every day thinking, "Oh, I need to get this, I need to get this, I need to get that." Money is flig all. Money is nothing, right? Just if you blank out money, then concentrate on your own happiness.
No, yeah, I think that's good. The mental mindset. I mean, a lot of us.
Yeah, it's a mindset, bro. I'm all about the mindset. It's just like if you forget about the money will come. This is me saying, doing what I'm doing, and it comes.
Yeah, Clay and I, we talk a lot about mindset and the mental aspect of reselling, but just life in general, right? And for me, I have a tendency to be a workaholic. I was doing like 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. And a couple of weeks ago, I just realized I was out of balance.
If you think you're a workaholic, mate, I actually split up my missus and I actually ruined my marriage because I'm a fligging workaholic. Entire life, just purposely because I own my own business and I was there too long, 100%. And I ruined I purposely. No, what I went out to do is ruin my purposely own personal life just to be successful on my business life. This is what I call the sacrifice.
Yeah.
It may not be, you may not agree. No, I sacrificed my love life just for my business life, just to do what I want to. Now I did sacrifice it, and I had to stick to my guns, and it's followed through. I can do what I want. I can work when I want. I can do what I want.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the problem. A lot of people want to do online business, don't they? You want to be like the free. You want to be able to travel. You want to do that. Yeah, you can do it, but you have to give up some sacrifices, and I did.
Right.
It was hard.
You got to figure out what your goals are and what you're willing to, like you said, to sacrifice for that.
Yeah. Maybe a bit brutal. That may be a bit brutal sounding, to be honest, but yeah.
Yeah. So for like for me, I've been. I mean, I'm still reselling well, but like now I'm getting up, you know, having coffee with wife.
Are you happy in your fucking life? Are you really? Do you wake up in the morning and you think, I'm happy? This is the point.
Yeah.
You're winning. You have actually won in life. This is the point. If you can wake up in the morning and go, I've actually won, you've won. Doesn't matter how small you are. I don't give a fuck if you earn £100 a day, £50 a day, you've won because you're earning that. And if next day you say you earn £100 a day and you start earning that and you do earn that, you've won.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, each day is a blessing, right? If you don't wake up, you definitely lost.
Yeah. But it's the mindset. This is the problem. It's like, I hate people who are negative people.
Right.
It's just.
Let's see. Copper State's Treasure, Lisa, right? You were doing storage, auction lockers, and reselling on eBay, but since the pandemic, things have changed. How have they changed? Like, if you want to share, how has that changed? Like, to me, I think storage units are probably one of the safest ways to source right now. We've done like live storage units where like they're actually doing it from our car, and you're doing it on a mobile device or using like Storage Treasures, Bid 13, Locker Fox, some of those others, and buying those storage units online and then going in person. Like I said, my daughter's boyfriend Andrew, he just bought his first storage unit the other day, and I helped him process that, and he's going to make some pretty good money from that unit too. So I'm just curious, like how has it changed for you, Lisa, if you want to share? Better or worse? Does that sound like some marriage vows, Nick? And I guess Mr. Skits Underpants, he dropped out there. But he's happy, and happy is good. School drama. Oh man, as a teacher, I have been inadvertently in a lot of school drama, or try to assist people through school drama. I try to keep out of it now because, man, school drama is no fun. Oh, okay, that makes sense, Lisa. Your husband's a respiratory. Hello, talking sorry. Therapist, and sent to New York to help. Wow. I hope he's safe. And yeah, I know New York City's really turned it around, and their numbers are low. And it's funny, I was watching on the news how now they're quarantined. Like people like from Texas, if we went to New York City, we would be quarantined for 14 days. So that's awesome. He was on the front lines helping people. So kudos to him, and hope he's staying safe. Hey, Nikki T. Wheeler, thanks for stopping by. I'm running the show solo. Clay's on another call, and Mr. Skits Underpants dropped out. Let's see. Any luck with a Lily? What, I'm not sure what that's in reference to. Yeah, yeah. Thank you to Lisa's husband. We appreciate that. We need, and I don't know if I read this or heard this on the news, where there's a push now. They obviously realize with the long-term consequences of the pandemic, we're going to need more people in the medical profession, even more than we used to have. So recruiting and those type of things needs to increase. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, you can always go back to them. They'll be there. And sadly, it seems like the number of units are increasing as people can't afford to. Some people can't afford to pay for them. So yeah, so back to my main point, like of how I've changed. Like I'm doing a lot of wholesale right now. And matter of fact, today, and this is going back to Chris and daily refinement. Like I've spent time developing relationships with a couple of wholesalers over the years, and a lot of back and forth. And I was able to arrange like a big volume deal at a lower price and doing things a little bit differently. I don't want to go into the specifics than how I normally do. So I've got a lot of inventory coming in. My wholesale inventory is selling really well. And now I'm using the auctions, the storage auctions and the regular auctions. Like I got a lot of one-offs behind me. And to me, that's like the icing on the cake, right? Like I'm building my business, because if you get replenishables, AKA wholesale, you create one listing, and when it gets low, you order more, and that's a lot easier. Like one person could do a lot more of that type of items versus the traditional one-offs. And don't get me wrong, I love doing the one-offs. Sold a backpack the other day, about $115 on a used backpack that I sourced for $5 at the bins a while back. So those are like your nice big punches, but the wholesale things, and it's almost kind of like what Scott's doing with RA, right? You're doing retail arbitrage. You're buying new products at a lower cost, and then people are buying them online, like on Amazon, and they're willing to pay for the convenience of having it shipped to them. So your return on investment or your margins may not be as big as like buying a backpack for $5 and selling it for $150. But it's a lot easier to do. And in my case, because I have the stuff delivered to me, it's easier to do during the pandemic. It's safer. All right, let me catch up on the chat. Nikki's loving eBay. Yeah, and that's the other thing. It's cross listing, cross selling, selling all those platforms, guys. eBay. Like right now, I'm doing eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Offerup. Those are the main four. If it's a really big item like furniture, I'll do Facebook Marketplace. eBay's good. I mean, it does have its downsides, like customers and returns and issues like that. You'll run into, in my experience, more than the other sites. But it's a really big market, and if you learn how to use promoted listings and how to read the traffic reports, and like for me on replenishables, I will sell a replenishable really, like if I've got 100 of an item, I will sell it where I'm just breaking even at the beginning, because as those sales come in, it moves me up in the search rankings. And as I move towards the top of the search rankings, then I can start raising the price, because you'll maintain that top search ranking. But you got to get there. And on Poshmark, the thing I'm killing on Poshmark too, is share your closet. Share the parties, the 9 p.m. parties, follow lots of people, share other people's parties, especially other people's items to the parties, especially that 9 p.m. party. Like my Poshmark sales, and we're in June, which is the dead time for reselling, right? I think the stimulus money's ran out, and people are buying a little bit less. Unemployment's high, so we got all those negative things we're fighting against. So you've got to do the things that are going to bring in your sales. So on eBay, you gotta work all the things you can work. Do sales. I do weekly sales every week. This week I'm doing a big 50% off sale on my whole store, and because once again that's going to boost you up in the eBay algorithm, because they like to see that you're running sales. Now I know that I'm going to do that, so I price my my items, I look at the top of the sold comps, and then I'll go above that because I know eventually I'm gonna have that big 50% off sale. So yeah, eBay's great. There's Jay. Jay, we had Mr. Skits Underpants on. You guys have a fabulous day. Yeah, I'm glad you could stop by, Lisa. Have a great day. Tell your husband we said thanks for all he does. Online auctions. Yeah, online auctions are good. I'll tell you about the one Andrew did, and really it's just using your inferencing skills with online auctions. You're looking for clues, and I've taken Wade's Ventures storage unit course. I paid, I don't know, I was one of the first people. I paid $150 for it. I learned a lot. And one of the things is just looking at clues, like the unit that Andrew bought. You could see a football helmet in the background. You could see like a Nike bag. You could see the boxes were neatly stacked. And so you kind of put those clues together. Well, if somebody can play, if they're to play football is expensive. All the equipment's expensive. So when you see that helmet, when you see that Nike bag, I'm like, all right, there's probably going to be a lot of athletic gear in the storage unit. And because the boxes were neatly stacked, that's usually a sign of someone who is taking, they're taking care of their items in that storage unit. So, and when we went through that unit, that's what we found. We found a lot of baseball bats. We found the football helmet. We found catcher's gear for softball. We found some good bats. We found a catcher's mitt, which is expensive, an infielder's glove. Just on that athletic gear, that's several $100s, plus a lot of different athletic shoes. There were DVDs. There was homeware. Had a big like sniper Nerf gun, which those sell for a little bit of money. So, like to spend $80 on something that could bring you $500 to $1,000, that's a no-brainer. And we had Grimes from Grimes Finds on yesterday, Justin Grimes. He's got a great channel on storage units. And that's what he was saying. I think he said he averages 6 to 10x return. So if he spent $100 on a unit, he would expect to make $600 to $1,000 in profit. And that's kind of what I found too. I haven't done nearly as many units as he has, but I would say those numbers are right on. And like I was talking at the beginning of today's show, what I call my Nike unit, that had all that new Nike inventory, new shoes, new headbands in it. That thing, I paid $100 for it back in January, and I'm guessing I've made probably $5,000 on that. Oh, okay. Made $5,000 probably on that unit. Yeah, and that's a good way. Yeah, those storage units. And by the way, for YouTube, I should do more storage unit videos because those do bring in a lot of viewers. And you can catch the fever and you can learn something. Check out Wade's Venture, What the Hells, Grimes Finds, Justin Grimes. There's others out there, but you can learn quite a bit and get that fever. And then just go and try one. Do an online auction if you're not comfortable doing an in-person one. And just wait till you find one. You can get a cheap one. My very first storage unit I bought online was $10. And I probably made a couple $100 off of it. It had some luggage and a few things. That was Mr. Skit's Underpants. I don't know. Scottish, I guess that would be the accent. Bought some banknotes from Kid on auction. Nice. They're cool. Yeah. Let me catch up. I am behind on the chat. Flippin' Sloth the Legend. Jay the Legend. Yes. My tea drinking friend.
Are the orders done?
Yeah, they've been done. I told you. I told you they were done at 2. All right, they're done. All right, they're done. I told my daughter, she runs my orders to the post office. They were finished at 2 today, and I told her to. She didn't hear me. She says, I didn't tell her, but she runs my orders to the post office, and I'll pay her to do that. help her out a little bit, and it saves me a trip to the post office, which is always good. There's Val, running a little bit late. Clay's on another call. You should, if you do not have happiness, you have nothing at the end of the day. Yeah, talking about what Mr. Skits Underpants was talking about, and Clay talks about that a lot too, right? You got to balance your life out. And for me, like I said, I tend to go full bore into work. Like I love goals and I love achieving them, but at the same time, you got to mix in some fun, right? And so I've been doing better at not rushing straight out to the garage to get to work in the morning. Wake up, have some coffee with the wife. Some mornings I go running, jump in the pool before getting to work, and then instead of working till 6, 7, 8 p.m., been working till 3 or 4, no later than 5, trying to balance out. And you got to have happiness. You got to. And the other thing, you can burn out too, right? If you work too much without breaks, you can definitely burn out. See, we got some show recommendations in the chat. I love it. Love learning from other people. There's Clay, multitasking. Your helmet. You play football, Val? Can't hear. Clay can't hear, but he's reading the chat. Clay betrayed the show. No, I'm just messing with. He's getting some information about school. Nikki, you should. They auction most of the clothes and jewelry. And that's the thing. And Clay and I were talking about this. If you do storage units, you come across so much inventory. I did a storage unit that was loaded with clothes. Matter of fact, Clay and I split it. And it took us like a week. Well, it took me a week. I think Clay, it took him even longer because he don't list. Clay's bad about listing. And since he's not listing, I'm going to say that, Clay, you got to list more. It took me a week of solid listing to get everything up, but all this stuff sells. And so, like a lot of people that do storage units, they don't want to list these $10, $15, $20 items. So they'll do auctions where they'll sell it. And I think that's a good model because then you can move on to the next auction. Because as you're doing these auctions, you're looking for these big treasures. You're looking for a cash safe. You're looking for some big time jewelry. You're looking for the big items, and then you can auction off the smaller items to other resellers where they can make money. That's a win-win. So I do love that model. And I think if I was doing only storage units, that's probably what I'd do. But with me doing so much wholesale, I don't know if I have time for all that. Let's see. J-Face. Yeah, how's it going? How's it going, Nikki? How's everyone's sales doing? Mine have been doing well. Got to get it shipped, right? Are your eBay sales, how's that coming along? I know you were on Poshmark and you're loving eBay. So is your eBay coming along nicely? The Brain, I've been nicknamed the Brain. I guess that's a compliment. Thank you, Val. I'm doing well. Waiting. Oh, I bought some merchandise from Val off Poshmark. I bought a couple caps and a Columbia vest jacket supporting Val up in Colorado. And Clay and I are supposed to go to Colorado in July, mid-July. I'm gonna do some hiking if it's safe. Maybe do some sourcing. Need to talk to Clay about that. Like I'm not feeling real good about being in thrift stores, at least in Texas. Too much of the Corona is going around. Not the good Coronas that you drink. got a couple of Nickies in the chat. Yeah, Clay's trying to get Val to source for him. Yeah, she mentioned that. Val and milk. All the this guy Scoos? You talking about Clay's cat Scoogie? Trying to catch up on the chat. Might get there. To the bins. I do want to go to the bins though. It's been a couple months, man. Just down here in Texas, man, there's a lot of coronas. I don't want to get the coronas. Val's going to source for everybody. Put her in a hazmat suit and she'll be safe. Yep. Jay, you got to get on the boat. You got to row across the big pond to come get it. Be a long row. Yeah, probably not worth it because it is expensive to ship overseas. It's all right. Glad you could come on, Mr. Skits Underpants. I'd like to comment about happiness. Happiness. Do a little pirate shipping. Yep. Clay's on a Google video chat about schools. Clay's really worried about schools. But let him find out the knowledge. I try not to think about school during June at all or July. I try to pretend it doesn't exist. I put all my energy into reselling. But we do need to kind of know, since everything's different. Like this is my predictions because the numbers are increasing rapidly in Texas, and they're going to keep doing that. I predict we're back to online education until there's a vaccine. I think it'll be a little bit more structured. Like Clay and I were going over that at the beginning, and I think they'll have like different blocks for different classes at different times. And I'll see what Clay finds out. It was pretty easy at the end of the school year. We didn't have a lot of guidelines. Basically, they said don't. Yeah, you want to come on, Val? Don't stress out the poor students. I mean, there is a lot of stress with all this too. The mental strain of this, even for adults. So it's even harder for kids to handle that. They can go to Clay's can closet for that self-help, that mental health, which is important. Yeah, load Clay up. Danica, if you're still here, you want to go source some shoes and clothes for me as well, let me know. Clay's trying to get some online shoppers. Too much pressure. Well, I'm probably not going to go much longer, Val, to be honest. I'm trying to keep these short. So maybe tomorrow you could come on. That'd be great. Or if you want to come on for a few minutes, you still can, Val. Just let me know. What's up, Scott? The man, the myth, the legend, Triple D. Killing it with Amazon. Amazon's taking over the world. Link. All right. Here you go, Val. Just sent it. He might be dropping on. I know he's on that school chat. Even though I'm only probably going to go another 15 minutes or so. Clay, if you had been a trader and left our show for your stupid school call, you would know what was being said. Just kidding, just kidding. It's there now. Oh, let's see. Hey, I'm always behind on the chat. Yeah, I'm always a little behind. Brittany, you look like one of my ex-students. Yeah, just looking at your YouTube picture. At first, I thought you were. I'm like, when did she get into reselling? And actually, some of my students actually do resell. They do more of the in-person. They do more of the in-person sneaker game, and they'll resell. And we'll talk. I'll talk to a couple of my entrepreneur-minded students when we're in school. Speaking of school, Clay's back. I think Val might be dropping on here in a minute.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of looked at the chat while we were talking to that. Oh, Huffman came on the video call. You know, Miss Huffman.
Yeah.
To help just this girl. She seems really nice. Like I'm going to try to help her get elected. You know, she's good because she went to DISD. She teaches like not in DISD, but at a little charter that's basically the same thing. You know, so yeah, she's good.
Did you learn anything?
Yeah, like she just talked about like some of her the different things that are big to her. You know, like there's a office that I ain't heard much about, but like the racial equality office.
Yeah.
And the person that was doing it, some Leslie lady, and I know we've gotten emails, is stepping down or whatever. But Solis and the guy that's running against this girl, Alicia, Joe something, they're endorsing like having a nationwide search. And Alicia's like, no, I'm going to start a petition that they need to just find someone locally who knows what Dallas is like racially. So I'm like, yeah, that's better than a national. Like, there's plenty of qualified candidates in the Metroplex that know Dallas-Fort Worth, racial and politics and schools, you know? Right. So, yeah, so it was good. But I was kind of trying to read the chat. Hi, Valley Face.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. What are you up to?
Not a lot. I just got back from doing my hill climbs, my hill repeats.
Nice. I have not worked out in almost a week, so.
Well, I quit halfway through. It was too hot.
That's okay. I keep thinking of you going, I got to get back out there, but I keep staying up so late that then I'm like lazy, you know?
Yeah, I'm supposed to run tonight. I didn't run this morning, but I'm going to run tonight. That's my plan.
See, both of you are my motivation.
I'll say tomorrow, by the time we do the show, I'll get 6 to 7 miles total. I don't know how much run, at least 4 run and 3 walk. I'll say that. So
well, yeah, that's a lot. Like I won't get that much in, but I just want to get something in. At this point, I'm just trying to get that habit for
the habit. Yeah. Hi, Bruce.
That's awesome that Val went from nothing to doing hills. Like she went from 0 to 100.
How much elevation is it? A pretty good? Like I mean, I've seen the pictures. Is it a decent incline on the loop that you do thing?
Well, for me, I mean, it's not that far of a hill.
Okay.
But for my tiny legs, like even when I do stairs at the high school, it's like doing lunges for me because my legs are so short.
Now I'm picturing like the reverse of a T-Rex. She's got these tiny little legs and normal arms. So it's like the reverse. It's like a Mr. Potato Head.
That's pretty spot on.
Mrs. Potato Head.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, I got to go to her Instagram because I know that that's not true, but I'm
wait. So let me read her comment. Let's ask her about this. She said, "Value." So you're saying are you being tongue in cheek here? Safer sourcing than hiking in Colorado? Like,
no, we got a lot of even down here in Canyon City, which is not that mountainy. We get mountain lions all the time.
Oh, mountain lion. Okay, I was thinking more of the virus.
Oh no.
No. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No.
See, we forget about that because if you rarely get to go hiking somewhere real with animals.
Yeah.
Do y'all take bear spray and stuff or something?
When I go on my hikes, I take bear mace with me.
Yeah.
So we need some bear mace. I got a big giant knife to compact the heat. I don't know if Colorado's
There. She doesn't have super miniature legs. It took a while to find a picture. Most of her pictures are good, but they're like face and torso.
That's because I'm the one that has to take the photos.
Yeah, yes, I know. Yeah.
Now you got to do a leg length photo.
Just my legs from now on.
Your shed, that workout shed is so good.
Dang it! Now I've got to work out. See now it's flipped. Val's making us like we got to work out.
It's like a circle. So I'll say I'll get 7 tomorrow. I'm gonna write it down so I have to.
There goes Clay bragging with his 7 miles.
Hey, but that's not bragging. I'm not bragging. I know you're just saying that. So 7 tomorrow, 6 on Friday, and then we'll see about the weekend. I got to get going, even though there's no races. Like maybe y'all saw, like I wasn't signed up for the New York Marathon, but and I'm not going to sign up for any races. But it's kind of like I like to race, so the idea of just running to run is okay. But it's
there will be an eventual race. Like, well, eventually we can do 10K or something.
Yeah, there will. I mean, the Dallas Marathon's in December. Not signed up for it. It could take place. If not, they'll move it to the spring, just because it's the 50th anniversary and they want to have it. You know.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so I'm running tonight for sure.
There you go, Val.
Look
how cute
Jacob.
Oh goodness.
Jacob has
that hair and the bow. That's awesome. You need to recreate that, Val.
That should be your YouTube.
Well, kind of, yeah. There's that. And then, but you need to get the bow. God, I look really bald. When I did that, I'm like, well, look how bald.
My precious.
And look at her cat.
Oh man, he looks grumpy. Grumpy cat.
My cat hates me.
What's your cat's name?
Polly D.
Oh, that's right. Oh, here's another. This is a perfect Val expression right here.
Right. Crazy eyes.
Yeah, the good expressions. Yeah.
Yeah, Bill does the best.
Hey, Scott.
Yeah, Scott's there.
Or that one. Yeah, the
eyes. That hurts my eyes.
The cross-eyed and the like sticking your tongue out. Oh, I see.
Something about a camera. I can't be normal in front of a camera. Chad's channel, when he first started, he banned me from ever being on camera because I couldn't keep it normal enough to be on there.
That's what makes it good.
I'm getting better though.
Chad without a beard. He looks like he's 12 there. Maybe that's an older picture, but
it's an old picture, but he looks like a baby when he shaves.
Like, yeah. He looks good with a beard. Yeah.
So y'all been catching a lot of fish?
Chad has. I still suck at fishing.
You're still outside. It's all good.
Yeah. It's fun being on the boat. I'm glad he bought it. I was a little annoyed that he did buy it at first, but I really like it.
Oh, did he buy it? Did y'all discuss it, or did he come home one day and be like, hey, I bought a boat?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. I figured when you said annoyed that you were like, you know, that's a funny video of Polly D trying to get the mouse on the screen and then like yawning.
I feel like we're doing a reactionary.
I know.
Hey, she came on, so right.
Well, Helmet said he was coming on, but
well, he was here
He
before.
was on.
Yeah. He was on earlier.
He was talking about happiness.
Yeah, that he does his skits when he's having a bad day. Oh. See, I got to get in the habit. Like the thing is, on my other channel, I don't want to like be doing. I feel like it's maybe already like, man, that guy's really got a lot of struggles. I don't want people to think that. I might, but I don't want them to think of me just as that. So it's kind of like I'm still trying to figure out how many to make when I make, you know, like.
Yeah, but it's all relatable.
Yeah, it is. But it was kind of like, yeah, I probably should have made one last night, you know, whatever, when I was kind of like in my head too much. But
that one with the tree had me cracking up laughing. The creepy tree. I don't know if there was like a creepy tree. It was creepy too.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, when I was walking home that day, yeah. Yeah, I'll have to go buy that creepy tree again. Hey, Glenn. If y'all don't know, Glenn is Swamp Picker. We all have our fair share. You're just comfortable talking about them. I think it's great. I'm trying because I'm a jerk to myself. And like yesterday, here's how childish I can be. I go to this real good burger place, not for the burgers, of course, but they have great French fries and milkshakes, and it's not far from me. So I order a grilled cheese, and I've been there before, but it's been like a couple years. The last time I went, y'all will like this. My dad was in the hospital in the like heart wing for his AFib, and the only thing he ate was when I brought him hamburgers, and the nurses are like, we have to close the door because this is not fair to the other patients. They're not allowed to eat these hamburgers. But my dad's heart doctor knows if he doesn't eat like a 3-year-old, then he dies because he doesn't eat, you know. So I had gotten the grilled cheese there. Well, I get home and I'm all excited and I open the grilled cheese. Yeah. And there's bacon on it and turkey. And at first I see the tomato and I'm like, fine, I can take that off. But then when I open it, I see bacon and turkey and it's touching the cheese. And I don't want a carcass touching even what I'm going to eat. So I ended up French fries and a shake. And the whole point is I then text Angie just bitching about it, you know, and then I had to apologize. I'm like, why did I have to send that text?
But you know what's funny? You probably even realize is like you were talking about your dad eating like a kid, and then you're talking about your grilled cheese sandwich. Like,
oh, I know I eat like a kid, but I'm better.
The apple.
No, but I'm doing better overall. You know, like you can take me to any type restaurant. The other night I had vegetables for dinner at a steak place.
For me. You will.
You know, so I shouldn't have sent that text. You know, and some of you might be, you should have just picked the bacon and the turkey off. No, it touched the cheese because it's now been on my streaks app 410 days without meat. And I don't want to even eat something.
You should have just gave me that grilled cheese. I'd have ate it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Back in the day when I would have taken the tomato off and eaten the turkey and the bacon, but I did have the milkshake. There's the cup still sitting by my light bulb.
Do you eat fish and eggs?
Eggs I'm still eating, and I'm trying to just be like, well, they were taken before they had a chance to, you know, become anything. Even though it is kind of gross when you think about it, but no fish. I never ate fish much, but they were, you know, they had friends face feelings in a family just like we do. The 4 Fs, as I jokingly say.
I like fish.
I mean, I miss some things. Like the other night at the steak place, I don't miss steak. I'd only eaten steak a few times as an adult because it just looked like.
Give me your Texan card.
Huh? Texan card. Yeah. Now Danica wants a grilled cheese. I'm working. Yeah, I might go back there and I'll make sure to order because it's an expensive grilled cheese too.
Right.
Or I'll get Tex-Mex. I have the car, so I can go get whatever I want, you know, instead of eating frozen pizza again.
All right, guys. I hate to call it, but it's been an hour, and I've told
sounds like a doctor. Like you
calling
it up on
time of death.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll let you know, Val. You can come on tomorrow. Maybe get on early, and we can have Val on for the whole show.
Yeah,
so tomorrow afternoon, not night, right?
Yeah, we'll probably come on around this time. It came on a little early today, trying to accommodate the schedule.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just so I kind of know ahead. I figured, you know. So
hey, Sweet Texas Finds. Glad you came on right before we end it.
Yeah, thanks, Helmet. Lorena was in the chat.
And everybody give it a like, by the way. Help me out. Maybe I can get to 700 subscribers too.
Oh yeah, congrats on the 600.
I know. Hey. Mediocre number to be happy about, but
guess who I just got a text from?
Who?
Justin. I texted him the other day.
Grimes.
Yeah, Grimes. Yeah. So we just need Brian. We need to pick a day. We want to go to the auction, and he'll ride with us.
Sounds good.
So maybe next week or the week after or something.
All right, we can talk about that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Val can help coordinate it. All right, guys. Thanks for coming on.
Peace.
Everybody stay safe. Till next time.
Cover yours, Jay.
Yep. Bye, guys.